Welcome, guys, back to the Mad Podcast, your lovely weekly podcast show. David, shut up. That we come to talk about trending topics. My name is Edward. I'm here with David and Macy. You're all the hosts. But yeah, our three topics today. We're going to be talking, I guess, taking turns, trying to be a little bit more mindful of each other this time. Last episode was kind of a poop show.
Boom. Yep.
There you go. Because we were all interrupting each other, especially David. God, that guy doesn't shut up.
Well, tell them watch the video.
They can. But yeah. So our three topics this week is going to be about the alien discovery that happened in front of U.S. Congress. I believe the alien that came from Mexico. We're also going to be talking about. Are you done? Okay, so shut up. Anyways, we're gonna be talking about Roblox dating. I know David has experience in that. God, what a pedo. Dubs. Anyways,
okay.
And then we're gonna be talking about. Wait, Macy, what's your topic?
Girl dinner.
Fuck is that?
Yeah, what is it?
Are you serious?
Yes,
I swear to God.
I literally just asked, what is that?
Dude, I really thought that this was
Eating girls?
No. Girl dinner is like a trend going around on all social media, right? Like, it's been a trend for like a while.
It must not be.
Bro, I swear to God, I thought that it was like not just me.
Okay,
but
you're hyping it up. You're hyping it up.
No, it's really not that.
Alright, so then how about you introduce us then, so you can explain the topic, because we want to know what it is, because this sounds.
I mean, this sounds like something that, you know, but I'm also hesitant because, you know, David might lose power.
Storm, Dick, sit down.
Oh, we know. You feel me?
Well, girl dinner is this trend that is
wait. Are we starting?
Okay.
Is the timer isn't started yet.
I was just, I guess, starting to explain what it is.
Oh, okay. I guess we'll start with Macy then.
Pick it up.
Okay. So yeah, girl dinner is a trend. Like, it's like a trending sound, I guess, on TikTok, and it's just like a trending buzzword. And I think it's supposed to be kind of like shedding light, like, oh yeah, like, you know, like girl math, and how there's just this whole like thing that girl dinner is like just such a way to girl math. Like, if I don't buy something now, I have officially earned the money to like buy something later.
What?
Or like, if I don't buy something that's on sale, I'm losing money.
Are
you guys seriously haven't seen any of that?
Are you saying girl math, like girl mathematics?
Yeah, math, like math. It's a.
The hell is that?
Okay, well, David, let her explain before we keep interrupting. So, Macy, go ahead.
No, I really thought these were like common things. That's why I picked this. Girl math is like another trend thing going around, that it's like, oh, like if I don't buy this because it's on sale, I'm losing money. Or like, I didn't buy myself a treat when I went out, therefore I deserve a treat later. You know?
Okay, that's
like a thing. It's like a
girl.
That's not girl math. That's just overall human being stuff.
Yeah, for
okay,
real.
But that's what the trend is. Is that's what it's saying?
Sexist.
I don't know. And then girl dinner is like eating like a piece of popcorn or like a slice of cheese or like a bunch of random little like snack bites kind of thing. And it's like this whole thing that it's like, oh, haha, girl dinner. Like, I had a slice of cheese and like I looked at a bag of milk. You know what I mean? Like, not a bag of milk, a carton of milk. And it's a big trend. I can't believe you guys don't know it.
It must not fucking be a big trend, because we never heard of it.
But at the same time, it's, you know, it's girl. That you're saying
maybe, yeah,
this,
like I'm a targeted audience.
Like, obviously, yes, you're targeted. But
I have a couple questions.
Like, who's making the girl suggestion? Like, that is sexist.
It's just like it's just a meme, bro. Like, it's a trending sound and shit.
By supremacists, right?
Question. So like the girl dinner, I completely am for, because that is true. There are multiple women that just take girl bites of things.
Yeah.
Now girl math, that's just a normal, just man, like it's a human thing. It's man woman thing. Like, I think it's sexist calling it that, because it's things everyone does.
Yeah.
And by the way, you guys live together. Why don't you talk about your topics? Because maybe if you told him about it, maybe you would have been like, oh, I don't know anything about it. And you'd have been like, oh, maybe it isn't, like, you know, well known.
Well, I mean,
I
didn't know about it until she said something, and I think it's more better to keep it for the podcast so we can both give our opinions about it. But at the same time, like, I've never heard of girl dinner. I've never heard of girl math. I think everybody feels that way, where if you don't splurge, on this day and, come the weekend, you get to splurge and do that.
I'm just sending the first response or like the first thing that pops up when I Google it on TikTok. So.
Okay, well, give me a second to actually watch this.
This is girl math.
So I bought this purse for $38, which means it was $30.
Round down, not up. Girl math. I spent $200 at one store, but all the other stores we walked into, I didn't buy anything. So when you spread it out, that was good.
You saved money.
I saved money because I walked out of Zara not buying anything.
Yeah, girl math.
I don't even understand what they're saying. Am I retarded?
Okay, maybe let me actually like watch it.
David, listen. It's girl terminology 101. It's the same thing like with ick, not to be sexist, but ick. That is a girl terminology. Okay. We're too intellectual to understand this.
Oh no, I'm getting this shit. I clicked on it and now I'm gonna get more of this shit. No way.
I'm sorry.
We went to Sephora and the lady at the cash said that if I spend $20, then I get 500 points, which is $10 off my next purchase. So I made money.
Girl math. I bought $20 in scratch tickets and I won $70. So I made $70.
Yeah, you made 70, not 50.
Yeah, because it was cash, so it was free.
Girl math.
Yeah. I'm watching the girl math one so that I know what. Yeah, so basically, like, I don't know if that's a universal thing, but right now it's trending as girl math, and then that wasn't even my topic. My topic was girl dinner, which the last two ones are about. I don't know what the girl dinner versus boy dinner TikTok says, but essentially like the purpose of girl dinner is like people take a picture and like, oh haha, like my half a bowl of mac and cheese and like a leaf of spinach, girl dinner. Or like, oh, I had a piece of popcorn for dinner. Like it's I honestly don't know what the purpose of it is, like if there was a reason that somebody started the trend, or if it was just like somebody noticed somebody eating like that and being like, wow, like what a girl dinner or something like that. But I hate this trend so much, and the second TikTok that I sent explains exactly why, because it's like, yeah, like, yeah, people eat like that, and I'm guilty of it. I have like a slice of cheese for dinner like fucking 3 days a week because I'm not hungry and my stomach hurts and I just want to like eat some cheese and then go lay down. And I respect that it's a thing, but also it's very unhealthy. It's disordered eating, and this like trend is just highlighting it and making it seem like it's okay. And it's really not. Like, even with a girl dinner, like it's okay to have like an amalgamation of random objects and snacks around the house, but there does need to be nutrition, and it can't just be a piece of popcorn or like a slice of cheese. And they're just kind of glorifying it in the way that the internet glorifies everything. And that's my thoughts. I know you guys don't know the topic, so you may not have as much to say, but what do you think in general?
I mean, everything I have to say, I think you just covered. Like, that's really it. Because I don't know anything about this. Yes, the only thing I know about is girl dinner, which I just found out is an actual term. I thought that was just a thing women did, but now you guys have put terminology on it.
I guess so, yeah.
Girl math, did not even know that was a thing either. So yeah,
it almost seems exaggerative. I want to say, I think the whole point of girl dinner, that's the point of it. It's a stereotype that people are making fun of. They know that like girls don't eat as much as guys. If you're gonna go out to dinner, I know one of the other stereotypes, which I don't even think really is a stereotype. It's like guys eat at a very fast rate and girls don't. They also don't eat as much as guys do when they go out to dinner. And there's that whole like meme of, if you have a boyfriend as a girl, and you don't finish your food, you can kind of just give it to like your boyfriend, who would just chow it down, like compare him to like a trash bin. He'll just take any food that you don't eat. But that on top of like nutrition for one of them, because you listed nutrition, it's not nutritious. Most of the stuff that they're eating is sort of just picking up random things and stuff like that. Girls, first off, they eat like, I think their daily maintenance for calories is not significantly less, but for girls who I think are like 5'8", not 5'8", Jesus,
That's
like
small.
like 4'11", 4'11", 5. They're not supposed to eat a lot to begin with, and some of them are very slim as well, so they don't eat. Period. Like their calorie maintenance is probably at like what 1,700, 1,600, and I think that's just
That's still high as shit.
Yeah, I mean,
not
I remember
really,
when I was counting
breakfast could be
calories,
like 500 calories, bro.
for like a really like low diet, like to not lose weight that much every week, I was at like 1,100 calories.
Yeah, it's
a
a
day.
lot lower because the regular caloric intake is 2,000. That's like the regular thing for everybody. So 1,700 is way too high if they're not supposed to be eating.
I mean, way too high is pretty crazy because you still have like resting maintenance calories that that are eating up just at you resting, and then you doing daily shit. I mean, that's just an estimate off the top of my head. You obviously see them doing girl dinner, which is just like 3 pieces of carrots and a slice of cheese. That alone is like what 100 calories, maybe at most.
Cheese alone is 100 calories. Are you kidding me?
I mean, cheese. What cheese are you eating? It's usually like 70. What the fuck?
Every cheese I've ever looked at the calories for is over 100.
God damn. What is that, sandwich size?
Yeah. I remember I was at work once and I bought like a little pack of cheese for a snack of just like cheese slices, and it was like 115 calories per slice.
Why are you buying cheese slices for snacks?
Because I wanted cheese.
I think that's the point there. That's girl dinner. And, obviously it can't be guy dinner, because guy dinner is like, what? Where we're getting like whole ass pizzas, we're eating ourselves, shit's 2,000 calories right then and there. Then for lunch, whatever it is that we're eating, it's like, what, a sandwich? Some people are going out to eat, they get whole ass chicken sandwiches. I mean, it's just significantly larger calories than what girls eat. So I think that's just the whole point of girl dinner. It's just not enough calories.
I suppose so. I don't know, but yeah, I guess it's not very controversial to like say like I fucking hate this trend. It's stupid and it makes me feel like shamed. And then I feel like it shames women who don't have like stupid, awful eating habits and actually eat, because it's like, oh, like you aren't girl dinnering, like you eat a lot or whatever. Because I see some of that kind of stuff too, where it's like comments of like, wow, like not very girl dinner. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know what.
So does this trend offend you?
I don't know if offend is the right word, but I guess like I just think it's hurtful. Like it's perpetuating hurtful stereotypes, I guess, or it's the same thing, like a lot of young people are on the app or on social media and they see this shit and it's glorifying an eating disorder. Where
there's always gonna be
like, oh, popcorn, like a single piece of popcorn for dinner, like it's just unhealthy and it's making it out to be like totally okay. In the same way that it's like, a lot of those movements have been where it's like it's okay if you have like some of these health issues or have like these mental illness issues. And like I'm glad to some degree that it's like, yeah, like we're all in this together and it's okay if you are there, but you shouldn't stay there. But they just stop at the it's okay if you are there step. And I think it just makes things worse.
Same way they glorify it's okay being fat. Crazy, isn't it?
It's just like the opposite end of the spectrum.
I mean, it's literally just another eating disorder, I guess. I mean, like I said, I don't think there is just one person who's, eating one piece of popcorn. It's just exaggerative content that people are doing to join the trend. And I'm sure there are people in the comments who are saying like, yeah, you can't survive off of that, or anybody who follows this trend or who actually does it, like you need to up your calories. And I think a good example of that is, I think her name is Eugenia.
Yeah, she's so sad to look at. She was such like an icon in the scene way back when.
I mean, she still is to some degree. Like some people still think that she's iconic, but it's the fact that like she looks like a walking skeleton. She doesn't have enough meat on her bones, and I think, well, I don't know her whole situation entirely. I don't know if she suffers from like a disease or an actual eating disorder.
Yeah.
But it's sad to see, someone like that. And it's that whole argument of like people who say that their metabolism is way too fast and they'll never get fat no matter what they eat. But when you look at what they're eating, it's like that one piece of popcorn and that's it. And they're like, damn, I can't gain weight. This sucks.
Yeah. I mean, it's difficult too to like really gauge because, I mean, shit, like slice of cheese is an example. Yeah, I just had a slice of cheese, but that's over 100 calories. Or like drinking like iced coffee is another like stereotype that you see for girls that, again, is very true to some degree. Like iced coffee, if you put a lot of cream and sugar, like that's a fuck ton of sugars and calories. And yeah, it's only a small drink, but it can affect your physical health and like your body in very serious ways if it's consistent. You know what I mean? Do you have any examples like that you could think of for that? I don't know. I can't think of anything better.
Yeah, David, do you?
I personally don't. I struggling with, you know, let's say weight isn't, and I'm not saying you're making it sound like it is, but it's not a women thing only. Like, for example,
Yeah.
I'm almost down 40 pounds within 3-4 months, which is pretty
Congrats.
huge. Thank you. And obviously I've been taking the medication to help me with it. But I've always struggled with weight. I've lost 100 pounds, gained it back, lost it again, gained it back. And this time I'm actually mindful of it, and I'm actually going to try to keep it off and not just eat it back. But I don't know. One thing I don't like is that many people will give a term to something, genderize it, which it's not like, so if it's called like girl dinner or whatever, so guys can't do it. It's stupid in my opinion. And I never choose to interact with those types of people because it just gets me mad or annoyed, I guess. But yeah, I don't have any examples.
No, that's fair, and you bring up a good point too. Like, that's not the only harmful thing that, like, what I'm talking about it is it furthers the divide of like only women can struggle with these kinds of disorders or like issues and stuff like that. And that's just not true. It's the same thing, you know, like men have more suicides per year than women, but women get more attention for mental health issues.
Yep.
I take it that you just don't want to talk about this topic because it annoys you.
Not that it annoys me, it's just that it is also, I mean, the way we're going, it is also, I guess, personal.
No, I get that.
And I don't really have anything to bring up about it, honestly. I've just been listening, writing things down, deleting them because they've already been answered. Because I'm here to learn, mostly. Even if I think an idea is stupid, I will listen to it. Or not an idea, but like a topic. Just like how you might think superheroes, maybe not stupid, but you don't care for them.
I'm just not as well versed.
Of course. I always listen to people, even if one, I don't know their topic or I don't care for it, because who knows, maybe down the line it'll actually help me. Like some stupid thing of like, oh, there's a gun to my head, what's the girl dinner? Actually.
I don't know if I've done a well enough explanation for that. You'd probably still get shot, unfortunately.
Thank you.
But I tried my best. It's a very like abstract concept to some degree.
Yeah.
And of course everybody's gonna take their own interpretation of it because that's the internet for you. But
yeah, I mean, there'll be a gun to my head, he'll ask me what's girl dinner, I'll be like, oh, my friend Macy did, boom, and then dead, I'm dead, goodbye. That's it.
my bad.
Boom. Edward, anything to say?
Or anything to say about girl math?
Or gun to your head?
Oh, definitely no, not the gun. Trigger warning, by the way.
Oh yeah. Whoops.
I mean, I pretty much said what I wanted to say about it. I think it's a very face value thing. Like, you can deep dive into it as much as you want, but it's really just people making fun of it. You know, the whole stereotype that girls don't eat as much as guys. I think to some degree the people that actually do that, like the girls that barely eat any food, you know, they'll see content like that or a trend like that, and yeah, just like Macy said, they'll feel personally attacked. So to some degree, I mean, it is harmful to some people. Now, you know, how harmful it is completely like up to you. If you're just someone looking from a bystander, just looking at it, to you, it's not really that big a deal. But somebody who doesn't eat enough might look at that video and think like, damn, people are like making fun of me for not doing that, and they'll just, I don't know, feel sad about themselves or fall into depression. It's kind of funny how like emotions work. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say on this topic. It's not something that I think I personally feel like it needs to be deep dived into, because it's just another like trend with a stupid terminology, like girl dinner, girl math, which seems to be rounding up and then saying like, oh, I spent this much money, got these amount of points, and those points turned into dollars that I can spend on my next purchase, which means I'm saving. Like, okay, but that apparently needs a term to it, which I think is funny.
Yeah. Kind of ridiculous, and agreed with David. Like, it's stupid that it's all girl. Like, it's just being irresponsible.
So yeah, we need to start our own trend then. We'll do guy dinner. It'll just be like 5 different pizzas. We'll have like 20 different breadsticks. Oh my god, it's NFL weekend, I think. Yeah, we got to order some pizza.
Wings.
Definitely order some pizza.
The guy dinner trend is like chicken nuggets and like that kind of shit, like chicken tenders, pizza.
Okay, hold on right there. Because if somebody has something to say about men getting tenders when they go to a restaurant, bro, ain't no fucking way.
I think that's the joke.
I know that's the joke, but at the same time, now I feel personally attacked, because any restaurant I go to, and I know David's like this as well, you know a boy's got to have his chicken tenders and some fries, bro. Ain't no fucking way. They could have steak on the menu and shit. No. They're going right for the tenders.
I go to Longhorn, I go for tenders.
No fucking way.
Isn't Longhorn the one with the shitty tenders that like your mom complained about, Eddie?
Yeah, so first off, we're not giving a shout out to Longhorn. Fuck them. They used to, their tenders used to be so fucking big. Like, them shits were like 5 foot long, and you got like 5 fucking pieces for those tenders. They charge like, I think, $13 for 6, which I think is pretty fucking crazy. But I don't know what happened. I guess something happened with their chicken, because that shit got significantly smaller, and they're still charging the same price. We recently went to Outback, which was for the first time. And dude, I don't know if you've been to Outback, but those wings, those chicken tenders, I'm just saying, shout out to Outback on me. That's all I gotta say.
They have really good mac and cheese. And mac and cheese bites. But yeah, that's all I had. Trending topic.
For sure. We didn't know about that term.
Sorry.
Do you have anything else you want to say about it, David?
No, that's pretty much it.
Okay, I just realized it's raining, so we might lose power.
Let's go.
But we'll forfeit the 8 minutes and 25 seconds that we have if nobody else has anything they want to say on it.
Surprised that was all that was left. I feel like it was very short.
I mean, it was in comparison to, you know, us hitting the 30-minute timer and then us still talking about it after that. But I mean, this was based on a topic that we didn't really know about. And for the audience members, I know that our podcast can usually get a little chaotic, which we're pretty tamed about this one in particular, but I think the next 2 are probably going to be where everything starts to fall apart. Because, again, we're bringing aliens back into the matter, and then Roblox dating, which I think is a taboo. Or I know back then it was definitely like one of those things where e-dating was sort of crazy, but we'll talk about that when we get there. For now, though, David, did you want to do your topic, or did you want me to go?
Um, sure. I'll go first because I don't know where the hell this Roblox thing is gonna go.
Okay, let me know when you're ready, sir.
I'm ready.
Okay, good.
Okay. UFOs, aliens, thoughts. So, Edward gave me a link. I have been too busy with my mock trial club and a bunch of other things going on in my life to really do any research recently. And he told me about a case that came out of an alien that was discovered in what, Mexico? You said?
Yes.
I have the site in front of me, but I just want to make sure.
For Mexican Congress, it was presented to Mexican Congress. It was discovered in Mexico.
A self-described UFO expert claimed that 2 small corpses were found in Peru, not in Mexico.
Oh, fuck.
And they were presented in windowed boxes in Mexico City on Wednesday, stirring excitement within the UFO conspiracy theorist community. Is it aliens? I don't fucking know. It could be fake. We don't truly know yet. The government has allegedly already confirmed that they're real. No one gave a fuck. Everyone went to work. Everyone did their own thing. They said, aliens, bitch, get out of my sight. I am... that's me after my 9-hour session, anyway. The claims by the self-claimed UFOologist has not been proven, and Mr. Masson has previously been associated with claims of discoveries that have later been debunked. So, can we truly trust this source? No. This could literally just be something art students made up as a hoax. I'm waiting to hear more back on it. I'd like to see what happens with it. If aliens are real, take me. I want to see what's up. Give me powers. Thank you. What are your thoughts?
Okay, you're not doing the school presentation, and there's no way in hell that you're interested in this when you didn't even hear about it. The fuck? Bro didn't care about it until I was like, hey, aliens? And he's like, oh, I guess I'll take a look.
So if someone doesn't hear something, they can't be interested in it?
Never. Anyways,
okay.
What the hell were you reading off of? Because we both know you were definitely reading off an article. No sources, by the way. No sources.
The website you sent me.
What website was that?
Independent.
Hey, shout out to Independent, by the way.
Shred Crim, the Independent.
Boom. Yeah, shout out to whatever he just said. Okay, so let's do a quick shout out first of all to our most popular Med podcast episode, which was about UFOs existing. They definitely do exist, by the way. Aliens do exist, as obviously you can see in front of Mexico Congress or Mexican Congress. I mean,
Mexican.
You literally see, you know, this quote unquote first sighting of a real alien. I don't know. I think it's crazy in the sense that it almost feels too funny, because I know people were comparing it to ET, like the actual fucking like robot or bottle or whatever you want to call it that they used for ET. First off, like the bone structure when they had that X-ray up, it looked almost identical to what ET looked like in the movie. Yep. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
If that is something that's true, first off, that's kind of fucked. But the second time, is it really that crazy? Like we said last time on the last podcast that we talked about aliens, it's one of those things where we've kind of become so desensitized to everything going on right now, which I think is why they're revealing, you know, aliens exist all of a sudden, because nobody really cares anymore. Versus if they did that back then, I mean, people probably would have gone crazy. But
you know, the pitchforks, yeah.
There you go. Aliens do exist. Just look at David. I think,
is that a racial joke or is that?
What do you mean?
Because you're part Hispanic too, buddy.
What are you talking about? No, I'm not. I'm full Caucasian. Full Caucasian. Hey, go ahead.
Okay.
They found it in Peru, so they're not aliens yet.
Peru is not associated with the United States.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been funnier if they found it like in Mexico, but
no,
it was in Mexico City, so it's not an alien yet. I don't know. It was a bad joke. I'm sorry.
Wow, what a terrible racist joke.
I didn't know it was a joke because you had such a deadpan voice to it.
Yeah, what a terrible delivery too. Jesus.
That's the part of the joke. I thought. Never
Well,
mind.
That was a hit and a miss, but next time you'll get it. Don't worry.
Sure.
I'll try.
So I just want to bring up this phrase
Carry
because
on.
this is something that the Mexican lawmakers said is pretty much their testimony was, "We are not alone." Now, David, you being somebody who's going to pursue law, if someone were to make a testimony that said, "We are not alone," first off, you know, I think lawyers and attorneys, first of all, they're very practical. No, listen, shut up. It doesn't matter what type of lawyer you decide to practice. You're an attorney.
No, it actually does.
Listen. It matters. It matters, yes, in the actual case, but you're not actually in this case.
No, this is gonna help you. I'm going into space law.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
Let me know. Anyways, as I was saying before you fucking interrupted me,
I didn't.
lawyers and attorneys are typically very practical people. They're very pragmatic with the way they think. It's very direct. They like to know the facts, and that's it. If somebody were to give you the testimony that we are not alone, what would be your first thought?
Thank you, dickhead. Like, I already know.
What? No, you should have been like, straight bullshitting, Your Honor. Get him. Like, that's it.
Wait,
It's just simple, really.
Okay, so wait, are you saying on the stand?
So Mexican lawmakers heard testimony that we are not alone in the universe and saw alleged remains of non-human beings in an extraordinary hearing marking the Latin American country for a congressional event. Hey, shout out to Latin America, by the way.
Love it.
But that's pretty much it, yeah. It's just testimonies of saying that we're not alone. And, oh, shit. I just saw this big-ass lightning flash. Yo, if we lose power, I'm not going to hold you.
Remember that bolt of lightning that destroyed your fountain?
What?
The fountain?
Yeah, in your old neighborhood.
What?
Wait, was that mine? Oh, never mind, it was mine. Boom! Okay.
What the fuck?
But he said, I really want to talk about this, so I'm going to pretend it was you. Just kidding. I know that's not what happened.
Alright, so Edward. I'll rephrase the question back to you. If someone came up to you on the street and gave you hard, concrete evidence that aliens were real, what would you do?
Wait, hold on. Hard concrete is in what?
I'm gonna get something hard in a second if you don't answer my damn question.
Boom! Hey, look at the chat. What David busted nut? Crazy. So, okay, hard as in what? Like if they were to present this mummified corpse,
They give you a goddamn piece of a spaceship. Boom.
How the fuck would I know it's a piece of a spaceship?
Because this metal doesn't exist on Earth.
How the fuck am I, as a regular person, how the fuck am I supposed to know this metal?
If you touch some metal and it starts glowing and like whispering in tongues, what are you gonna do?
I might think it's a practical joke.
Metal is fucking sentient. I don't know.
I'm gonna steal from him and take it and sell it.
Sell to who, idiot? How the fuck are you gonna? Okay, there you go.
Are they get arrested?
The second you even turn that in, they're gonna arrest you. They're gonna ask you, interrogate you. What do you know? This guy sold it to me.
I am the alien leader.
Shot.
Boom.
Dead. Now,
Almost.
I love fiction as much as, you know, the next person. Not to say that these mummified corpses are fake. Obviously, because I do believe aliens exist. And I think people who have overactive imaginations will definitely blow something like this out of proportion, which I know David definitely will. I mean, he already said he doesn't mind being abducted by aliens.
Dubs.
Because he's under the impression he's going to get powers. That is crazy. First off, no, that ain't. We're not a comic book. What's most likely gonna happen is they're gonna take you and probe your ass. That's it. You're done.
What's most likely gonna happen is that they're gonna ask me if I can throw up my left arm. Boom.
Bro's actually making a reference and nobody knows what the fuck we're talking about. Anyways, Macy, what do you want to say on this?
Yeah, I have no idea. I should say.
Oh, you were there.
Wait, yeah, you were there, bro.
And then he breaks his arm. Oh no, never mind.
It was in I'm number 4 when he fucking caught him, like when he kidnapped the girl and they were trying to jump his ass in the woods in the horror place, and he found them. And he tried to fight him, and then all of a sudden, you know, he got him down on the ground. He's like, I hope you could throw with your left arm. And right when he did that, like the TV glitched. Like it started like panning the color out. Like that shit was funny, bro.
Yeah.
Anyways, Macy, what's your thoughts on this? What's your thought on this topic?
I mean, we covered aliens like last time, so I have not very many new thoughts. I feel like it is weird, you know, like nobody really gives a shit that all of this stuff is happening, but I mean, as you were potentially like alluding to, like, I don't know, it feels like a hoax. So it feels like they're just trying to like make a big deal, or they're trying to like talk about it and potentially, you know, draw attention away from other things. I don't know. That seems kind of conspiratory to like say, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's actually happening. It just feels fake. Like they're just trying to convince us, and I don't really know why. Like I don't know what they gained from this, or what they gained from hiding it for so long. So it all just kind of seems like a farce to me.
Yeah.
Now
You bring that up.
Oh,
I'll go myself. Good.
okay, because I was actually gonna say, like, speaking of fictitious and, you know, not taking the situation seriously, that's actually what somebody commented. And verbatim, it's, this could really hurt efforts to take the issue seriously. Why didn't they wait until a scientific paper was ready to publish it? So why do you think that they revealed it so early, considering, you know, if they're waiting for more scientific, quote unquote, scientific evidence from it? You know, obviously, yes, it can hurt the credibility of something like this, because people like us on a podcast, when we see this, I mean, we're already talking about it being fake, or us not really taking it seriously, even though some of us, more than others, are firm believers that aliens exist, which, you know, could also allude to the childish behavior and ignorance of someone in particular.
Yeah,
we're not going to name.
Shit.
I know, I'm so sorry.
Straight up, shit. I'm telling you. But yeah,
I have your answer.
It's just because I love talking about superheroes so much.
Yep. Good ass. You gotta stop. That's unhealthy.
Hey, what did you want to say?
Yep.
Okay, so I have the answer to your question. It's been theorized, rumored, that one of the reasons why they brought it up was to, as Macy said, take away the light from a different subject. I can't remember what it was. I believe it was either the debt ceiling crisis that we were having, or it was something else that the government was trying to cover up. So they said, hey guys, aliens right here, and then no one gave a shit about it. Because the thing is, as Macy was saying, perfectly put by the way, why the fuck would you just say, oh, aliens are real? Like, no, the government wouldn't just tell people, hey guys, aliens, things you've seen in movies, potentially could kill us, they're real, by the way. I'll see you guys later. Like, no. They didn't even, they didn't even do anything else about it. They just said aliens are real. Boom. It's just sit down.
If I may, just very quick interjection, but if they were perceived as a threat in any way, it would have been so much bigger of a deal. Like, the fucking governments would be talking about it, not just like in hearings. Like, there would be statements. You know what I mean? So that's all I had to add.
I mean, that's the thing, is that we don't know if they're talking about it behind closed doors, because to us, when they present, first off, when you present something very early, in a stage where you know evidence, first off, is going to be something that people heavily look at. When you present something early that could potentially ruin the credibility, and, you know, people just not taking it as seriously as other people would, it diminishes it. It almost makes it seem like the government is happy that people aren't taking it seriously, because, you know, we don't have the facts or the evidence or whatever it might be to take it seriously, and we're just looking at it as like, this is a prop or whatever it might be. And the people who actually discovered it, who are taking it seriously, I mean, for all we know, there could be closed door conversations about this type of stuff that we'll never know about. So
what was that movie about the end of the world, the astronomy thing?
that's like a ton of them.
The one with Jennifer Lawrence?
Don't Look Up?
Yeah, it's like that.
What?
Kind of.
How?
Not actually like that, but it's like somebody says like, oh yeah, by the way, like the world's ending, and it's just like casual, and like nobody actually listens because it was just like I don't know.
I think a better example, not to interject, but a better example would definitely, I think, in my opinion, be COVID. Like, that is probably the best real life example that we have, because at first there were people saying that COVID weren't, it wasn't real, even though there were deaths happening across the globe. There were still people who were firm believers saying that, like, oh, it's not real because, we don't have a case near us, or we can't see it, there's not somebody near me that's coughing or has COVID. And it's kind of crazy how everything kind of went on lockdown the second it started spreading more and more. And yeah, I see the point that you're getting with the movie Don't Look Up, which, David, I don't know if you've seen that movie, but it's pretty much one scientist in particular, Jennifer Lawrence, who she plays, she discovers that there is a meteor, or I think an asteroid, whichever it might be, that's coming to Earth that's going to wipe out the planet. It's pretty much the same size that wiped out the dinosaurs, and they were, I think, estimated a time like 6 months until it actually arrived and killed everybody. Now, they tried to get everybody like to tell them about it early, which as the movie keeps going, you kind of see that people don't really care about it. Not even the president, which, you know, it takes them hours just to even talk to them. At first, they didn't believe it, but after they actually got, you know, credible, quote unquote, Harvard and MIT scientists on the project, they took it more seriously and they realized that it was an actual threat, which at that point went from 6 months to like, I think 2. They even went on news, the 2 scientists that found it, they went on news to tell people about it, but they were more worried about like social media and celebrities breaking up and if they're going to get back together or whatnot. And I think that was supposed to mirror how people are nowadays. Like, we could have a category 5 headed to Florida, but people are caring more about like Kanye and Italy or whatever the fuck, you know, getting a blowjob or whatever it might be. That's just what people focus on, because that's, I mean, that's what happened. He got caught with his wife getting a fucking blowjob somewhere, which is very weird to think about, because I think Kanye's brand before the whole, you know, hating Jews was he was a Christian man. Like a lot of his music, or I think he was Catholic, I don't remember. But he, like, a lot of his imagery was Christianity or Catholic, whatever the fuck it was. It was that. Like, he just loved doing that. He loved interacting with people. And then you see him doing something like this, which, yes, it's like, oh, it's Kanye, infamous, he's Kanye, shit like that. But it's weird to see that. But at the same time, like, people seeing that, you know, that freaked them out. Like, oh my God, it's Kanye doing that. But if there were a category 5 hurricane, nobody would bat an eye except people in Florida. Like, they wouldn't give a shit.
Well, not even that, because the people in Florida don't give a shit either. Because we
literally not a good example.
Well, I mean, say that to the people in Tampa who got hit. I think, what was it, Hurricane? What was that other one that like it went past them and then came back? It was one that happened last year.
Dahlia.
No, not a Dahlia. It was last year.
Me and Maria.
It pretty much flooded a bunch of them. So people in Tampa were fucked. And like people on the West Coast were fucked.
There's a I guess like to contradict that. We were talking about that in class at FAU. The professor was saying how we're getting brainwashed, essentially, how we're worried so much about a hurricane, and there's already proof that it's not coming to Florida, that it is going up. It's not going to hit us whatsoever, but we're still worried about it because we're not doing the research. And the same could be said about Kanye, and I thought he was married to Kardashian.
Yeah, I thought it was Kim.
They got a divorce.
Yeah, that shows how I don't keep up with all that shit.
Well, that doesn't really matter. But go on.
So, essentially, people are getting lazy when it comes to research. They see the front lines and then boom, immediately like, oh, I guess like one thing that was very, I can't remember. There was a person that the front lines were like shitting on. I think it was Johnny Depp. He was getting accused of all this shit, for example, and then obviously after all these years, it took all the way to court, and then his name was finally freed. He won in all the accounts. They even like it. There was literal evidence and proof of Amber Heard's voice saying, "Oh, I hit you, but you're a man. I didn't actually hit you. Stop being a baby." Blah blah. That should have just like thrown the case out right then and there. Like there's no world. That's a side tangent. I was talking about Kanye and whoever the hell he's married to now.
I want to pause right there just so I don't lose this train of thought. First off, I don't see how it contradicts, but at the same time, the whole situation with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, there were more than like this one court case that happened, and for all the cases that they actually did, each court was in favor of Amber. The only one that was in favor of Johnny was this recent one, which is what people were speculating. There was something else that happened between the two that, you know, obviously Amber had a very stupid and terrible attorney or whoever was defending her. I mean, they weren't helping her case whatsoever, but the fact that she won these different court cases, you know, not to say that I take the side of Amber, you know, fuck Amber, but there were obviously something else happening. And I mean, just like you said that people aren't willing to do the research, that's a very perfect example to say with you about this case. Like, we don't know the full thing, but you're already arguing the side of Johnny, which I love Johnny, by the way, so I'll argue the side of him too, but just to keep it unbiased. Like, that's a perfect example right there.
Oh, I don't know him. Like, I after the whole Miskip situation, where he was, like, after he was like my idol and everything, after I found out he was harboring a sexual attacking friend and even told the victim not to come forward, kind of just destroyed my perception of people. And now I just disregard. I don't mix content creator and person. I don't know Johnny Depp as a person. I only know him as an actor. I'm not going to judge him as a person from his acting because it's a literal role. That's not him. The reason why I am sounding this way is because of the evidence that I saw. There's a lot of evidence against Johnny that makes him look really shitty, but there is evidence of Amber Heard literally saying that she beat him.
No, I know. I heard the same things you did. Again, let's not get off topic though.
Of course, we're talking about aliens, but then
we're talking about the hurricane. About, you know, obviously we're not doing research which can link back to aliens, but
yeah. No, that's pretty much all I have to say. I'm still waiting on new information. Because I think with Macy, she might agree with me. I think this is fake. This particular thing, because I don't believe aliens look like this. They could, but I don't believe they look like this. We've never actually come in contact with anything, so I can't say this is not it or this is it. I have nothing to go off of. But in my mind, I don't believe that something this similar looks like something that we created. Like E.T. something created by someone's imagination. So the fact that something from someone's imagination looks just like an alien from a different part of the galaxy seems way too coincidental.
Yeah, and it's not like the creator of ET had like seen this even unconsciously to like do it. So unless he actually found ET and then he buried him after the movie, like, I don't fucking know. That also though, like, I mean, I feel like if this is fake, like, that's such a fucking dumb move on their end, and that like speaks to like how little they think of the general public. If it is fake and they're trying to convince us it's not, like, you're really gonna make it like a stereotypical looking alien?
Mm-hmm. Well, because like, I mean, how does an actual alien look though? Like, none of us will actually know. We just have preconceived notions of what they might look like based off Hollywood films that we've seen. We don't actually know what they look like.
Are Hollywood films based off of like hieroglyphs, or not hieroglyphs, but like ancient art or whatever? Because it's like, yeah, if it's like that, then maybe there's some kind of historical basis. But if it, as you said, David, is like, it's just somebody's imagination that made this shit up, and then it turns out that like, oh yeah, there's just like this corpse from like way back when that just so happens to look exactly like we imagined it, when it could be literally anything. Like, if it's fake, that's an insult that they did that shit. So I don't know. I have to look more into like the origin of the like of our perception of what aliens could look like, because I mean, shit, if there's some kind of fucking ancient Egyptian, like by the pyramids they drew fucking ET, like, yeah, sure, I'll believe that. But then if not, that really solidifies for me, like, one, shit's fake, and two, the government thinks we're all dumb as shit.
I'm gonna make a comment, and it's gonna be the last comment I make for this topic. I'm a huge believer of, if it's too good to be true, it's probably not. And this is that circumstance, in my opinion. That's it.
Wait, it's too good to be true, it's probably not? If it's too good to be true, then it's probably not. I mean, I know
what
the
is
phrase,
too good to be true?
I don't know if like you're saying it right. If something is too good to be true, then it usually is. That's the way that I remember hearing it. It's not.
It depends on what view. There's a pessimistic and optimistic view of it.
What are you saying is too good to be true? The fact that we found them, or that they look like that?
The fact that we found them and that they're real.
So you're saying they're not real? I know you said you're a big person in believing in them, just not like this form.
No, I said earlier, like 5 or 10 minutes earlier, that I don't believe that this is real.
No, okay, so this particular, like,
yeah, I believe aliens are real, yes.
Yeah.
I believe this is fake. That's the reason why I brought up everything. Like, why would the government just be like, oh, yo, this is real, goodbye.
And not have, like,
and just leave us with, like, a scrambled egg in front of us, like, or a broken egg, sorry, not scrambled.
But he's hungry.
Not really.
There you go. But I mean, yeah, that's all I had to say on the topic. We pretty much said what we did last time about UFOs and aliens. And yes, I mean, this is a topic I think that it will continue to come up as we progress into the future. Now that, you know, obviously alien files became declassified, I think everything kind of is just going to start magically falling into place, quote unquote. I honestly think they probably discovered these bodies, quote unquote bodies, mummified bodies, like long ago, but they're probably just introducing them now to kind of give people time to cope with the previous case of like UFOs and shit like that. Because if, you know, if they did discover these bodies when they released those declassified UFOs, and they also declassified this, it might have been too much for people to talk about. It might have been something that people just went crazy over. So I mean, it could be just another coping mechanism for people if they space them out so that people aren't alerted and they just have more digestible stuff. And I think that's something else we see in Hollywood as well. It's like the government has to hide things from people, because if, you know, if they were to tell them the entire truth, people would go crazy. Humanity as a whole would just start rioting and looting and doing all this shit. You know, if we were to know that something was coming that would end all of our existence, I mean, all of us would go crazy. But at the same time, I don't think the government has our best intention in mind. So take that as you will.
Agreed.
Alrighty. Macy, did you want to say anything else?
No, I think I've said my piece.
You, David?
That's it.
Okay. Alrighty. So with nothing else being said, I'll go ahead and forfeit the 2 minutes and 40 seconds. We actually haven't fucking gone over timing for any of these, but yeah, we're already at 55 minutes. Isn't that crazy?
I'm actually going to use the restroom really quickly. I'll be right back.
Okay, so while we're waiting for Macy, then let's go ahead, David, and talk about Payday 3. Give a quick shout out to Payday 3. We're not sponsored by them in any means, but David and I got to participate in the technical beta for Payday 3. At least David did. I got completely fucked because I own a 30 series graphics card, which is a big taboo apparently. And I just kept getting a fucking low fatal error crash, which, man, I couldn't play the game on most matches. So we'll go ahead and let David explain. David, how was the matches?
I ended up loving the first map. I thought it was well made, well designed. When you compare it to Go Bank and other similar like Diamond Store or Diamond Heist or whatever, it felt a lot more complicated. There were a lot more steps to do. When you compare it to the cook-off and all that other shit, no, that shit's easy. I think they did a really good job, and that was only the beta. They said that we were running it on a previous version. That's why most of the newer gens were having trouble and crashing. I can't wait to see what else they add. What else is new? The new maps, the new story, because it is story based. It's just that it's not cinematic based. And the main 4 crew are coming back, is what I heard. Dallas, Hoxton, Wolf, and Chains. So I can't wait. I'm gonna be playing it Monday morning. No, I can't because I have school.
There you go.
Damn, I can't even play it Monday because I'm in my class the whole entire fucking day.
I mean, I get to fucking play it Monday. So
I mean, if you want to be fake, yeah, go ahead.
What? Dude, we literally fucking paid these expensive ass versions just so we could play early. But he said fake. Yeah. No, never.
And we'll play in the night.
What? On a Monday night? No way.
Yeah.
No. I gotta play it like the second it comes out.
I get it, you're fake. I get it.
Oh my god. I didn't even get to fucking play the beta. Calm yourself. Jesus. I mean, we're basically giving them free promos. So.
Back my bag.
Funny enough, they came out with like the global release times. New York, which is what we're in, it's gonna be coming out 11 EDT.
Eastern time.
Eastern Daylight Time.
Yeah. Well, that's the 21st, but I'm assuming it's still gonna come out at 11.
Well, it's estimated for Monday, right? 21st is Monday. Wait,
Play the
no,
18th.
wait. It comes out the 21st, a week, 3 days early. Is the
Play
18th.
early the 18th. 11. So I have to go to class. So my class is at 2. So I mean, we can play when it comes out at 11. I just have to go.
What the fuck? We can play when it comes out 11 Monday morning, right? When I have to be to work.
I mean, shit.
Word?
I mean, I'm down to skip class. I mean, what?
Then do it. I mean, you pay for it. You know, if you want to skip classes one day, I think we've all done it. Like as college students, we've all definitely intentionally skipped the class that we didn't want to go before because you know we're paying for it. So fuck teachers.
So my class ends at 5.
I don't think I've ever
My first
skipped
class. After my first class ends, I can book it straight home. There's gonna be a lot of traffic because I'm leaving at 5. But I should get home and then we can play.
Now I heard you say book it. To me, that sounds like you're gonna fly home. Like you're going over everything. And not to say David Speeds. No, not to say David Speeds to anybody. But this guy goes 125. Do with that what you will.
You what?
What?
If you want to bring up the example of last time I came over, I told you I was following that patrol cruiser.
But he was actually following him to the scene. No, you weren't. The fuck? Listen.
Why did you tell me?
What's the speed limit at a school zone? Tell me.
15?
Buddy, almost.
Yeah.
This guy was choking to say 200.
Okay.
I heard him. He's like, 15? Like, no way.
Yeah.
Anyways, now that Macy's back, I guess we can go ahead and do the final topic, which is about Roblox.
Yeah.
So,
Roblox what?
can I get into it or what?
No, you have to say the full topic because I'm about to say cringe when you say the full topic.
Roblox.
What was it? What was it?
You know me?
Roblox what? Roblox what? Wait.
This guy, listen, interrupting me. Wait, I need to do the topic. I need to do the topic.
Roblox what?
Timer's down. Oh. Alright, so we're going to talk about Roblox. Anyways, so Roblox recently had their RDC 2023, which is basically just a big convention, a meetup for the CEO and people who actually apparently they do. Like, there's a convention for everything. Look out of here. But they had a convention, obviously titled RDC 2023, which I want to kind of sidetrack immediately already because there was actually something on Twitter that came out about somebody threatening to shoot up RDC 2023, which was a joke, quote unquote, which people didn't find funny. It was very fucked up. And I think that's kind of even more fucked up that you think like kids are going to be at this kind of event. So why would you joke about that? Anyways, that's not a topic we're here to talk about. But at RDC 2023, they kind of talked about, the CEO specifically talked about the future of Roblox, kind of giving 10 points to sort of like future milestones that they want to see happen in the next 5 years. And the most controversial one is Roblox turning into a dating site.
Into what? Into what, sir?
This guy wants you to get, dude.
What?
You have cops on speed dial.
Clearly, sir.
You have cops on speed dial, don't you? Anyways, so okay, they want to turn Roblox into a dating site, at least for people 17 and older. For verified 17 and older.
Oh, 17.
Now, exactly. That is the first thing that people notice immediately, is that the age limit that they're starting from is 17. Why wouldn't they just go up to 18?
For real.
Like, I understand in some states that 17 is, you know, obviously the age of consent, but at that point, it's still very fucking weird and disgusting. Now, they say for verified people, first off, you know, what does that really mean? Because I'm pretty sure before then, to be considered a verified, or even like above 13 plus, which I think used to be their old, like, oh, you were above 13 plus, you could actually type in chat now, which I'm kind of showing my age here. Yes, I was a Roblox kid, unfortunately, but you had to be 13 or older in order to actually use the chat. Now, not to incriminate myself, I wasn't actually 13 when I said I was 13 on the website. So clearly I'm about to get arrested. I'm actually gonna get arrested. But that was just enough to put the date to say that you were basically 13 and or older. Now in terms of verifying, I don't really know what that means. I assume it's them uploading an actual valid photo ID to show who they are. Now they do this already using Roblox voice chat. You actually have to upload a picture or a valid ID that says this is you in order to use voice chat in Roblox, which I don't know if either of you knew that. I mean, we don't really use Roblox like that. No. It's for fucking kids. Well, not like that. It's for kids. Fucking was just the wrong word.
A lot, but shit. I mean, what? anyways, chill. Hey, shout out to Bruno. Go to jail. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, terrible joke. Anyways, so for them to actually verify, they had to upload an actual valid IG. Now that doesn't actually mean anything, because I think the argument I saw was that someone could literally just grab their parents' photo ID and upload it. Now, the whole point of this dating experience is I think it's to cater more to real adults, or not real, but older adults, people that could, use Roblox as sort of I hate to say it, but as a dating site, which I think is weird. First of all, it's very, very fucking weird. It's disgusting. Why the fuck are adults going to Roblox to date?
Just make a new game.
Insightful. They already actually have experiences already on Roblox that are 17 plus, which if you're not 17, you won't see them. I just think that that's very deplorable. I don't think adults need another form of dating site, quote unquote, in order to meet more adults. Roblox just happens to be a medium that they think is appropriate for adults to use in order to meet other adults, which if you're an adult, I don't think you should be using Roblox, period. I think you're obviously busier. Not to say adults can't enjoy Roblox, but I think with the way that they're trying to turn it into, it's a very weird thing. Adults or people who go to Roblox with the intent of dating should not be allowed on Roblox. Because back then, that was a big ass taboo. Just even being a kid, if you tried to e-date somebody, that was the biggest thing that you could do. The biggest sin on Roblox was fucking trying to date somebody back then when you were 13.
Good ass.
That shit was crazy. They were cracking down a lot. But what do you think about this, David? Because I know I already see you fucking... What are you sending me memes already on Insta? Focus up, idiot. What do you think about people dating?
I'm listening.
On Roblox.
Wait. Oh, okay, there we go. What do you
think about people dating in general? Fuck.
Okay, so are we gonna say stuff about our past, or are we not gonna say anything at all?
If it pertains to it, don't just be a Roblox. Don't just be a dickhead. No. Roblox dating. Roblox dating.
Okay, so no other sites.
Okay, if you want to shout them out, you can, because obviously this guy, bro, I'm telling you. So what's the adult version of Roblox? Come on.
My boy Edward here used to be a player on a website called Guy Online.
Whoa. I mean, no, you. This guy. Dude, David.
Whoa.
But he's name dropping. What? David, bro, don't make me start name dropping all the girls you had. Don't make me do it.
No, Gaia? Okay, but she was a person. Hello?
Okay, but we still played Minecraft again.
Did we? I didn't play Minecraft with her.
Haley
and I didn't date.
Oh no, but you wanted to. Don't make me incriminate you.
No, I did. Don't worry.
But he did some sus ass shit. Anyways,
yeah.
No name drops. No name drops. Go ahead, buddy.
But I think if you are a child and you date other children, cool.
Wait, stop. Okay, child. What age?
I don't fucking know, 13 and under.
Bro, buddy said child. If you're 10, you're dating a 16-year-old. No.
I mean, if you're a boy dating a 16-year-old girl, cool. If you're a 6-year-old guy,
no. I mean, that could also bring into the whole thing about sexism. Obviously, if a 16-year-old girl is dating a guy, like a 10-year-old boy, Like that shit, people will be like, at least the friends of the boy will be like, damn, this guy is cool.
Exactly. Yeah.
Other way around though, it's a big fucking taboo. But don't let's not start going into that. Let's keep it strictly on this.
So you know, we used to have a little fun back in our heyday when we were on Guy Online. I don't really play Roblox, and when I did, I was playing like Pizza Simulator and fucking like Murder Mystery. I never went to those like high school stupid ass roleplay servers because they're cringe as fuck, bro. I would have fun with you guys. That's the only time you would never catch me dead playing Roblox by myself because that's weird.
Wait, you guys?
You and Pringle, Caesar.
Did we even know Pringle back then when we were playing fucking Roblox?
Guy, I said, oh no, he plays Roblox now. Or he used to at least.
Bro, stop incriminating my brother. God, this guy.
He's probably playing a One Piece on Roblox right now.
Oh my god, he isn't even online. What are you talking about?
That you know of, because I have a second account
on me. Anyways, go ahead.
But this goes too deep into my past because as a kid myself, probably like middle school through high school, Edward will tell you differently, but I wasn't good with girls.
Oh my god.
I wasn't good with girls at all. So obviously online dating is much easier because it takes off the pressure. It doesn't feel as like there aren't as many risks because you don't know the person. It's just basically texting back and forth. So your confidence is a little bit bigger. We managed to pick up a couple girls.
Wait, hold on. We?
Yes, we.
No.
Yes, we.
I was an innocent young man.
Move. So the girls that we did pick up, you know, I'm not saying that we we're cool, but it was a big sense of pride. Like I was happy for my boy. He was getting some. You feel me?
Dude, this guy is incriminating me without himself. Dude, when this guy picked up girls online, first off, you had a lot of desperate attempts. Okay, we're getting off topic. So the topic isn't about. The topic isn't about us in our childhood getting bitches, bro. That's not the topic. The topic is about. The topic is literally about adults going to Roblox, a predominantly child fucking game. God, I have to stop using like child and fucking in the same sentence. But a child game, right? It's predominantly children who play the game. The fact that adults are going on a game that's supposed to be for children to date which quote unquote, you know, there is nothing really holding them back. I mean, how the fuck are they gonna facilitate certain experiences, which is what they call them, which is just like places. It's just places in Roblox. How the fuck are they gonna facilitate people like to know that, oh, this is a dating experience versus if somebody else wants to play a game like a hangout, fucking high school hangout? How do you know creeps? I mean, granted, they're already doing that shit now, but it almost seems like they're going to start allowing it, quote unquote. Like you don't know that whoever you're talking to on the other side, which I don't remember if I mentioned this, but they're going to start implementing this now as well, that you can do video chats on Roblox.
Weird.
I think that is very weird. Like, how are you even supposed to prevent somebody from, you know, an actual adult from harassing a child? I mean, granted, if a child goes on like a 17+ experience and they're not actually 17+, and, you know, they're talking to this as presumably an adult, like a 20+ or 17+ adult, I mean, after 18, fuck, they can probably get arrested. But what happens at that point? Like, who's there to moderate that? There isn't anybody. And then what happens if you want to talk to this person through a video chat on Roblox? And you know the person starts talking to them. It's a younger person that they don't realize. I mean, it's very weird. The fact that this was even introduced is disgusting.
Yeah, I think that's a huge problem. That's a huge problem. Like just hearing about it, there's probably more that goes into it. But you know, that is a very, because one of my little cousins plays Roblox. I found out. Jesus. And like what happens if he's, you know, just chilling around and then like some dude pretending to be a girl or some shit is like trying to video chat with him? That's weird as shit.
Yeah, Macy, what do you want to say about it?
I mean, you guys are making like a majority of the points that are like it's fucking sick, and I can't even imagine what genuinely has gone through the heads of the executives that motivated and pursued this decision and like are planning this shit. Like,
I mean,
what even realistically is going to change in terms of the financial drive of this? Like, I don't get it. I just don't get it.
well, it's like David said, it's money. Like adults are the
It's
ones that hold
genuinely
money.
just sickening. I
mean,
guess it's like, oh yeah, you know, if it's a dating site, like maybe they'll spend more fucking Robux or whatever, but there's so many other sites. Like, I just don't understand how anybody can look at this and not think, yes, this is just for pedophiles. And it's disgusting that people are letting it get further than this. Like, got further than like something said at a board meeting table. You know what I mean? Like,
now
it's
not.
that's all I have to say. I don't know. I don't get it.
I didn't want to interrupt you, but I think the speculation that went into it was, you know, obviously we've seen in the past before where people will meet online over a game. I mean, I know a story that happened with League of Legends where two people, you know, they didn't know each other. They queued up. I think it was just like a regular game, but they actually, you know, fell in love IRL and got married, which I think is what they're trying to do. Like, the intent is to do it. Now, League of Legends it's not, I don't want to say catered to children. I think, you know, anybody, any age can play League of Legends, but when you think of League of Legends, you think of that one guy who's raging, who's on steroids, who's giving this crazy reaction. It's not, you know, children. You're not thinking kids. When you think Roblox, you know, Roblox, Minecraft, whatever the fuck else there is that kids are playing, you just think of children playing. That's like the main audience. So the fact that they're trying to implement this shit is very sick. Now, something I did want to bring up, because, you know, I said that there were 10 things that they listed as sort of like a roadmap that they wanted to see in the next 5 years. Was this thing that they said that schools, at least their hope is that schools will start to integrate, you know, full kindergarten through 12th grade curriculums with Roblox. And that includes like language classes with other schools in other countries and virtual field trips. So sort of it become like an actual school thing that, you know, people can go on Roblox to go to school, quote unquote, to learn actual things, which is something that they were actually doing with Minecraft. Minecraft has its own learning application that you can actually go into Minecraft and learn actual subjects like coding, math, science, which I think is pretty cool. It's not like something like where schools are integrating it. It's just something that Minecraft does. At least as far as I know. But I think the fact that they're trying to propose this, it made me think of like Romeo and Juliet laws, because at what point do you go to school and you know, you fall in love with somebody, I guess you turn 18 and it's through Roblox. I mean, would Romeo and Juliet laws still apply? Would it actually be like an actual credited high school at that point? Or am I overthinking it?
I think you're overthinking it.
I like the idea of, for people like us, when we were younger at least, not now, it was very hard to make friends with these types of games because they were frowned upon. Same thing with anime was, same thing, like, if you did a certain thing that people, like the populace didn't like, you were made fun of. When you have a person like that, who struggles with social cues, struggles finding friends, hell, like if they can't do that, how are they gonna get a girlfriend? The idea sounds great. What's the word I'm looking for? Their actions that they're taking is not. They have to add more security. If they're going to do something like this, they have to like desperately make measures against shit, because what is, like, if a kid needed to go to a 17 plus or whatever Roblox server, what's stopping him from getting his dad's ID and then scanning it? Or if for whatever reason 16 or under, you have to, like, I don't know, say what school you go to or blah blah, like some shit, people could just take information and just, like, if someone has the mindset to do something, nothing will stop them. So that's why, even though this idea sounds great, it is heavily flawed and will cause huge problems down the line.
I mean, because, 17 plus experience isn't only just based on dating. It's just 17 plus experience in general. And they also brought up the idea of including, experiences where you could actually see like blood, things get sort of more realistic, quote unquote, the way like games are now, like Call of Duty, shit like that. Which I don't think Roblox is the place for that. I mean, if you see experiences now, like some of these new games that are coming out by these developers, it's very crazy. Like they almost look better than actual AAA games. And that was actually something that they brought up as part of that whole RDC 2020 convention, was sort of like Roblox developers are actually going to start being valued at $1 billion, which is very it's a very big self-evaluation. But Roblox developers, it's crazy that they can develop a game and a child is using their parents' credit card to buy stuff with Robux, and then you could convert that to real life dollars. Like that is crazy. So it's not to say like Roblox doesn't have a market for these kind of things, but to include dating as part of that 17 plus experience, I think is a very big gray area, because there are a lot of desperate adults. As you get older, adults get lonelier and lonelier. You kind of start to lose the friends that you originally had. Life becomes a little bit more mundane. And as you move out, if you don't have somebody, you're sort of by yourself. So adults are going to these extreme lengths, not extreme, but maybe creepy, quote unquote, lengths where they, want to interact with somebody, and they're doing that through the medium that is Roblox, which, if they think that they're meeting with a 17-year-old, which, we don't really know the way that they're going to verify age, because they could just steal their parents' ID. Like it's weird to think that. And it's a very sad situation, sure, for adults, but Roblox just isn't the place to do that, in my opinion. Like it's not. I mean, they were already doing that now, even before these 17 plus experiences. Like there's nothing stopping a creep or like a 20-year-old or however old from just going on Roblox now and enjoying it. But it's that point where they're going on Roblox with the intent to find somebody to love, or to message them, explicitly for whatever it might be. And that's I think where it starts to cross the line, in my opinion.
Yeah. Macy, do you have anything to add?
No, I'm sorry. I don't have really a lot of background, similar to how you guys were in the beginning. Mm-hmm. So no. I agree. Like Roblox is, I don't know. I think I'm still a little bit just caught up, because I didn't realize that I had no idea about this stuff with Roblox. Like I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. I'm sorry, I'm like delayed in the conversation.
That's okay. Take your time. I did want to bring up the example that David brought as well, audience, for Gaia Online. I think in my head back then, and shout out to Gaia, was that Gaia Online was sort of the adult version of Roblox. It wasn't as, childish, and you could customize your character, do all these crazy things. And it just, to me back then when I was a child, it felt like more of where teenagers hung out, like a Roblox for teenagers. But, obviously on Gaia, there were people of varying ages. Like they were old as hell. And there wasn't really a restriction, for verification, shit like that. I think you actually had to verify in order to do specific things, but nothing preventing you from like joining certain spaces and shit like that. And you could just talk to anybody of any age. And yeah, at some point, David and I participated in very weird, suspicious things. Not to say, we did anything to any children. No, I'm not incriminating. But I mean, we were child ourselves, but we were participating, and I don't know if it was knowingly. I think looking back at it now, we were just very stupid. Being like 12 or 13, you would lie on the internet. Kids always do that. They fucking lie. Saying like you're 16 or 17 to somebody who's like 17 or 18. It's a very weird thing. So knowing that kids are going to do that now, except in Roblox, which Roblox is a little bit more welcoming for kids versus Gaia Online, I don't know. It just peeves me. It peeves me off.
Yep.
I mean, it's supposed to be like the friendly site, and I know it's already strayed from that massively, as I believe you guys kind of touched on, like there's a lot more like serious games that have come out. Like I can't imagine a child actually wanting to play like Forgotten Memories and stuff like that. So yeah, it's not like completely marketed towards children, but of most of the sites of that kind of nature and like games, I feel like Roblox is one of the ones that's like it is more clearly marketed towards kids. You know, it's even more closely marketed than like Minecraft, which is ageless because everyone loves Minecraft. But like I still just can't. I don't. I'm so fucking what?
I mean, we'll just have to
fucking
see what
kids
happens.
server.
That's like pretty much the bottom line. Is just we'll have to see what happens with it. Because I mean, the intent isn't only just for dating; it's also to form real life connections. But if those real life connections are adult forming, you know, bonds with children, I mean, that defeats the whole purpose of the intent that they're trying to do. So, however they decide to actually, you know, implement this new experience that they're going to start doing, I just hope they know what they're doing, because I feel like, you know, if a child starts talking to somebody online, the person online doesn't really know what's happening, and you know their parent catches a whiff of it, who's to say like Roblox won't be sued or whatever it might be?
Yeah.
So, you know, they have to be careful, I guess. I don't really see an upside to it. I mean, yeah, they could form real life connections, but you could do that on any other medium. Like you could do that on fucking Discord, go to Tinder, go somewhere else. Just don't go to Roblox for that.
Yeah, just let some games stay games.
Yeah. Now on the bright side of this meeting, something that I didn't want to bring up as well. I don't even know if it's really a bright side thing, but they also included on their milestone road that Fortune 500 companies will be using Roblox, like the experience itself, as part of their recruiting process. So things like Apple, Google, they'll be using Roblox to gauge whether or not people, like if they could recruit them to the company, employ them, which I think is kind of cool.
Sooner or later, it's going to be like, I don't know. If you remember, like, remember when I was applying for a bunch of jobs and I applied to like an auto zone or something? No, it was just like a parts store, and their online interview process was like a math game and like Tetris. I don't know how that applied to the interview. I talked to you about this when I took it, but it was a while ago. It's like using games, or like if they use Roblox, like fucking, what's the game that like you get to be like the pizzeria manager or something, like to gauge somebody's customer service skills, or like multitasking and fucking like an interview.
Talking about.
I honestly don't know. Like you're losing me. But I mean, if you know, if a Fortune 500 company is going to be using that as like a recruiting process, and that's something that only like 17 plus experienced people can do, then I can see an upside to allowing content like that on the platform. But I honestly don't know what you're talking about.
It's okay. I can't express it in a better way.
Okay. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say on this topic. Again, I think it's a very stupid idea, at least the dating aspect of it. Adults are horny as fuck, and horny people should not be allowed on Roblox, which is presumably child-based. Now, I just completely remembered an argument that somebody had at Roblox. Oh, good.
I was just gonna say, like, I mean, you see the reactions that we're having to like the idea of it. So I honestly think like this is probably a very normal reaction. Majority of the people who are going to take to Roblox for the dating site purposes are going to be creeps. But you can make your point.
Quick question.
That was it.
Is it me, or is Macy lagging when she speaks?
She is, yeah.
Okay, so it's not me. Okay.
It sort of, it cuts you off. It doesn't cut you off, but you can hear like a static right when you finish
It's
talking.
robotic. I think it's the storm.
Well, I mean, you would hear me also robotic. I think it's just a connection. It's probably the storm making it
Could be,
spotty,
yeah.
yes, but Before we have about 2
that
minutes
I'm on
left.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
That's probably it. But something I saw, which is another argument I wanted to bring up, was Roblox is not like 50-50, but there is an even split to some degree that there are as many adults playing Roblox as there are children. Now, doing a quick Google search, you could literally find an article, any article, but the one I'm on right now kind of just shows a distribution from 2019 to 2018. And there is a 10% like significant difference that like children under the age of 17, about 67% of Roblox users are under the age of 16. And that was in 2018. So the rest of that percentage, about 16% was 17 through 24, and then 25 plus was just the rest of the percentage. But it's kind of crazy that people are trying to claim that adults in their free time are just playing Roblox, which, I mean, you know, if Roblox is better than a AAA game, I can understand that reason. But I don't know why else adults would be on Roblox, in my opinion. I don't understand the aspect of it or the appeal of it.
Yeah, I don't like I said, I don't play Roblox because I genuinely don't like it. It's not fun. I think it's a very stupid idea. That is my opinion. I understand why it's popular. I do. I just don't have any fun with it. But it's a community-based game, which is what makes it fun. There are thousands of games, like Forgotten Memories. It was very fun the first time around, but then the second time around, it got too predictable. It was boring. Because it's Roblox. If you like the actual Five Nights at Freddy's games, those are terrifying all the time until you play it countless times. To add to that, and to really all I'm going to say about it is, once again, the idea is great. The action that they're taking is not. It is a very great idea that is not having a lot of security to it, from what I've been hearing. And I think it'll be a major disaster. This will lead to potential scams. It could lead to potential kidnappings even. No, I'm not saying it's gonna be that serious all the time, but it's definitely a very dangerous route that they're going on, and I don't think they're expressing as much concern as they should be.
You know, something I didn't even like acknowledge was the fact that, yeah, I mean, if the intent is to form real life connections and real life bonds, and you know, an adult forms a bond with a child, who's to say that that child won't give them like their address or credit card information, shit like that. Adults could literally just easily find that child. Like, that is very creepy to think about.
That's what I brought it up, yeah.
But I mean, I completely, like, it just completely went out of my mind. But we did hit our timer. I pretty much said everything I wanted to say on that. I think David did as well. Macy, did you want to say anything else?
No, I think I've made everything too.
Okay. With that, then we pretty much finished all of our topics. I'm kind of still coming off that like heat from this last topic that we just talked about. God, I just hate adults. But I mean, that's pretty much it. In terms of what we're going to be doing, I don't think we need an intermission because, again, we're over an hour and 30 minutes, which, Jesus Christ, like, I don't even know how the hell we went over an hour and 30. Like, we only went overtime by my topic, but here we are. So, I don't think we need an intermission. Is there anything either of you want to say as like a final remark?
Nope.
No, nothing really new going on.
Shout out to Payday 3. Can't wait for the game to come out.
Yeah, Payday 3. I guess I'll say it here. I am going to be doing a Halloween special for my channel. It's going to be leading up to the FNAF movie, so there will be a new video from each of the Five Nights at Freddy's game each week, or I'll try to make it each week, in addition to the podcast, which sounds like a lot of work shit. And then there are any additional fucking like House of Ashes, which is I think something David and I are gonna do. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Just look out for those videos.
Quick question: do you want to just collab?
What do you mean?
Like we can do what's that? Stream share, game share, or whatever. What's it? Stream deck? What is it?
You mean like remote play anything?
Remote play, yes. We can, like, one of us can take turns each night and then make we can make videos out of it.
I mean, my intent for doing this was to do what we did for the first game, was literally just have all of us take turns controlling the character, because to me that was fun. It would just be more fun to do it for all the games.
I'm down.
I mean, I don't know if you want to record the same games that we do. I mean, it's up to you, honestly. If you want to record, record. If you don't. It's up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna record everything. Whether I use it or not is different.
Yeah, I just like doing specials on my channel. I did it with Christmas, and I had a lot of fun doing it with Christmas. It was a lot of work, but it was fun pretending to be Santa, which for the audience, that was actual Santa. It wasn't me.
You just said pretending to be Santa.
What did I just say after that though? Like keep it at 30.
It wasn't you.
Santa actually came to our apartment. No chimney, by the way. He just walked in through the front door.
Of course.
He sat down, on his busy night and started playing games. So, yeah, maybe hopefully doing that. I'll try to see if I can do anything with Steam Remote Play through VR. That would be very scuffed. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say. If nobody else has anything to say, this has been the Mad Podcast. I believe this is episode 9, right? God.
No idea.
Jesus, and you're a host. Come on now. Step it up.
I'm sorry, I don't keep count.
Wow. Do you even watch these podcast episodes?
Boom.
Yes.
Shaboom, literally.
That
All right, guys.
doesn't mean I count.
All right, cook off. Let's go.
Anyways, thank you guys for joining us on this episode. We'll see you next week. Have a great night.
Yeah, stay safe. Have a great weekend.